you take steps in this direction, you take steps in that direction, sort of get lost along the way, and sometimes you fall down, and it's not the end until you've given up. And just the fact that you're here should persuade you that you have another chance to get back up. There's still hope.
All of us have patterns. Some serve us well, some don't. That's just a natural fact. Most of it's because of childhood experiences, the meaning that we gave things, the skills that we gained or didn't gain. So what? The key is start right now. Get better today, get better tomorrow, get better the next day. Over the course of 3 months, 6 months, 12 months, you have more mental control. You have more emotional control. You have more direction on your behaviors. And when you learn what you should be doing, holy mackerel, you could be healthier, happier, wealthier, and more.
And all you've got to do to start now the process of life change is start somewhere. And it doesn't even matter where. You can start with good health or you can start with something else. The key is to start by saying, I'm going to start the process in each category of finding by my own research. And where you start doesn't matter. The process of life change can start with as simple a process as an apple a day, which means I'm on the road to cleaning up neglect.
Every man that put his all into something and he fell short. Well, just like those kids sitting in those elementary schools, when that teacher asks them to do something and they can't do it, they quit, they pout, they cry, but not us. We're gonna do it until we get it right. We're gonna do it until we write the end of our movie the way we want it to end.
Promotion is coming. Good breaks are coming. Promises you've been standing on. Dreams you've been praying about. Lack is not your destiny. Constantly struggling, barely getting by is not the end of your story. These light afflictions are for a moment. The adversity is temporary. The glory is eternal.
See, if we have some skill, some ability, some knowledge, or some product, then the only thing that's between us and what we want to generate is our willingness to expend the energy to produce the results that we want.
And when you take full ownership of that and realize that your life is an exact reflection of your choices, of the things that you could control and what you did with them, then everything begins to change.
What are your visions of yourself? You see, all of this business about if you get tired, how many of you get tired? You don't have to get tired. I don't get tired. When it's time to go to sleep, there's no insomnia in my life, and there doesn't have to. Insomnia is one more of those things where you start telling yourself, I'm not going to be able to sleep. Look, you've been out, you're partying, you're at a convention, you're in New Orleans, get into bed, let's say, and it's 2 o'clock, and you know you got to get up at 6. Look at your watch. All right, it's 2 o'clock. 3 o'clock? 4 o'clock, 5 o'clock, 6. If I were to fall asleep right this second, and I'm not even close, all right, I'd only get 4 hours of sleep. Here it comes, ready? Great imagery now. Boy, am I gonna be tired tomorrow. Whew! Oh, I'm gonna be tired. That'll keep you awake for at least an hour, all right? Your body just kind of goes, oh my God, and you start interfering with it. Your mind starts programming it, all right? Now, an hour later, you look at your watch and say, 3 o'clock, 4 o'clock. 3 hours. Now you upgrade your neurotic expectations for yourself. I'm going to be a zombie tomorrow. And then when you get out of bed and the alarm goes off, if you sleep, what do? You start counting backwards now. 5 o'clock, 4 o'clock. You put your body instantly on droop. Kind of put your eyes sort of on bag. Don't expect anything out of me today. I didn't get any sleep last night or whatever. Until someone comes along halfway through the day and says, you know, we got a game tonight and we're going to go out and have a few drinks and we're going to, hey, that's great. Yeah, I think I'd like to do that. It's a choice. You ever notice how tired you get when you got something unpleasant to do? You know, you look at the lawn equipment, and look at the roller and the edger. You go lie down for 3 or 4 months. I'm really tired. It's a choice. If you just tell yourself, I don't need to think tired. When I tell you that the kind of visualization I'm talking about can end asthma, asthma is an easy one. Anybody who's suffered with asthma, and I've had a stepson who's had it, he holds on to it and he believes it and he wants to hang on to it, and that's it. He's going to have asthma until he doesn't want it anymore. And I tell him that and he just gets mad because he wants to hold on to his asthma. And he gets a lot of attention for it, and he gets a lot of people to remind him that he's sickly and that he can't do this and do that. And so he gets a lot of positive sort of affirmation for his negative reaction. I have seen people eliminate a lot more than asthma. When people ask me, what kind of a therapist are you? Where do you fit in? Are you behaviorist? Are you rational emotive therapist? Are you Freudian psychoanalyst? I call myself a do-do therapist. And I really mean that. A do-do therapist is someone who believes in the great secrets of the universe. One of the great secrets that you'll read in ICUS is that I hear and I forget. I see and I remember. I do and I understand. And not one moment before. Not one of you who knows how to swim by watching somebody else do it or listening to somebody else give you instructions. You know how to swim because you got in the water and you flop around and you fill your mouth up a few times and then eventually you do. And you know something? What do you think is the difference in your physical skills between the moment before when you couldn't swim and the moment afterwards when you did let go and could swim for the first time? Do you think your physical skills are any different? They're exactly the same. We all know how to swim. Now you believe you can. And when you believe you can, just do it. You just do it.